Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today we're going to be taking a look at Venom-pool. This is Deadpool back in black. So Deadpool was actually the first Marvel character within the Marvel Universe to don the symbiote Venom back in the original Secret Wars. Spider-Man wants to repair his suit and then goes into a room and asks Deadpool where the machine is, and Deadpool points him over to it because Deadpool has just used it. And so what actually happened was the symbiote bonded with Deadpool, and that is supposedly what made the symbiote go absolutely bonkers and gave us the characteristics of Venom today. Now, if you want to get your own Marvel Legends, you can pick them up at Big Bad Toy Store. There will be a link in the description below. However, this figure itself is an exclusive. I don't know if it's Walgreens or Target or wherever in America, but all I know is that it is an exclusive to one store in America, and I got mine from Kapow Toys because that was the only way that I could get it from in the UK. But the original Secret Wars is one of my favourite Marvel stories. Deadpool's one of my favourite Marvel characters, so is Venom, and something really interesting to note is that everything in here is just reuses of parts that they already had. We have some nice artwork on the side, and then also on the back we just see another shot of the figure. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here's the figure out of the packaging. Now, my figure does have a couple of quality control issues, but other than that, the figure is pretty much perfect. And it won't have cost Hasbro all that much to make it, because essentially what this figure is a rehashed version of this guy right here. So here we have Blizzard. I think he came out in the movie Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure Wave. Not massively sure on that, but I think that's where we got this guy from. And it is, right now, I believe, the best Marvel Legend figure that a customizer can use, as it is a completely blank body mold. Obviously, it's the Bucky Cap mold, so it's basically a perfect mold. You've got fists on it, but obviously any Bucky Cap figure that comes with like a gun-holding hand or a normal gripping hand, you can obviously use. And then you've got a blank head that you can go ahead and just repaint, as they have here for Deadpool. Or you can go ahead and mold straight on this, and it's a perfect blank head to use. So really fantastic mold. But the difference here is this guy has like normal boots on, whereas this Deadpool figure right here actually has kind of like pointy Spider-Man shoes. So what we have here is a web whipping hand, and then a standard gripping hand. So as you can see, you can hold his translucent pink sword, which looks absolutely epic. Deadpool now has basically Mace Windu lightsabers. That's pretty cool. Which also were obviously already in use. We've had these swords a bunch of times. As you can see, the symbiote stuff on his back is actually the same one that came out in the Agent Venom figure, one of my all-time favorite Marvel Legends. Absolutely love that figure. Again, that was an exclusive, so fantastic. We don't get any guns with this set. That is one thing that I really do wish that this set had. But you do obviously get a lot of other accessories, and you can just take guns from lots of other figures that we've had recently, like other Deadpool figures, both from, you know, a slightly older and also the more recent ones, and Punishers and everything. We've got a hell of a lot of extra weapons that the figures can't hold, so you're going to have stuff that you can put in this guy's arms, no problems about that. But obviously these other tendrils can hold guns as well as these swords, as you can see, and they're pretty stable in there, so that's awesome. And you can turn this round any which way you want. It doesn't go a particular way because it lines up with the Agent body mold on the back. It's not, like, you know, specifically designed for this mold. It doesn't have a particular way that it's going to go in, so you can rotate it whichever way you wish. What the figure also comes with is you get the other gripping hand for the right side, which is cool, so it can still hold both swords even as like a standard Deadpool. And then you also get a pair of these Carnage hands, which is fantastic, obviously done in black this time. So, and then what we also have here, which is having a hard time focusing on, is the Venom head that we got from the Superior Venom. So we have, you know, interchangeable hands, interchangeable head, weapons, and a back piece. That is a lot of accessories. As you can see here, you can obviously have a full-on crazy Venom look for the guy with the interchangeable head, hands, and then the back piece on him. It looks really cool. But the Carnage hands have a slightly different shape peg than the other interchangeable hands, and so they can actually be a bit of a pain pushing in there, and they do open up the arms a little bit, so when you put the other hands back in, they will be a little bit loose. But honestly, it's not too much of a problem because the plastic will go back to its original size, and you can help it out with a hairdryer or some hot water or something anyway. But just keep in mind, you may not want to keep the Carnage hands in the figure for too long, unless they are the hands that you definitely want to, you know, 100% keep in there, because you don't want to accidentally warp the forearms out of place. Now the figure does stand 6¼ inches tall. It's on the bucket cap mold, and on that mold it has some great articulation. However, it's on the later version of the mold, like I showed you with that Blizzard figure, which has slightly less torso articulation. So you can see it does move a decent way forward and back, but the bucket cap mold would go like a full 90 degrees forward and a little bit further back than this, I think. It might have gone just this far, but it might have gone a bit further, but it definitely went all the way forward. Obviously the head is on a ball joint up here. It can look left and right, and then you got the hinge went all the way up and all the way down. Fantastic. You can swivel these around on the back whichever way you want them. The shoulders come all the way around and then go in and out. Rotation at the upper part of the arm, double jointed elbows, rotation and the hinge there at the wrist. Now this is actually one of the quality control issues. The shoulder bell here, the white is actually an off-white. It looks very it looks like it's got like a green or a brown mixed in with it, honestly, or it's just been rubbed on the floor and then put on the figure. The other one is perfect and crisp white and matches directly up with the paint white over here. That looks fantastic. But this looks horrible. It looks dirty. I don't know if I'll be able to clean it up or if it's just the way that it is. I don't know. It should be coming across on camera because it's pretty apparent. It just looks dirty and horrible. And then the other one, you know, we do have some really nice paint over here with the logo on there on the belt. And all of these lines here are crisp and everything. But down here you can see that there's white. Has kind of, I don't know, dripped down or overspray, and it's actually caught in the crevices there on the muscles, so it's defying the muscles for a reason that it shouldn't be. And then the actual paint itself that's covering this is actually not thick enough, so it's actually just a little bit darker. So they needed more white paint here, and the excess that really should be there is gone all the way onto the other muscles, and then up here the shoulder belt is a bit yucky. But continuing with the articulation, you've got the rotation at the waist, the hips come out to the side, move forward and back a little bit, rotation at the upper part of the thigh, double jointed knees, rotation at the top of the boot there, or just calf because he's not wearing boots, and the feet do go up and down and side to side pivot there as well. So you're going to get some really nice kind of Spider-Man-esque Venom poses. So Deadpool back in black, aka Venompool, looks absolutely amazing if you do not count the quality control issues, and in both modes, full on Venom, full on Deadpool, or a mixture of the both. It's absolutely incredible. I definitely do recommend this figure if you can pick it up. It's honestly one of the best, more recent Marvel Legends figures, even though it does just incorporate things that they've already done. And it's fantastic that we get so many accessories with it, because obviously it's just all retooled parts. They haven't had to spend any extra money on this thing other than the paint. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to check out more from my channel, there's some videos on screen right now, and links to my social media will be in the description below. And I'm actually creating a Facebook page as well as the Twitter and Instagram, so be on the lookout soon. In the descriptions there will be a link to my Facebook as well. If you want to check out more Marvel Legends, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.